What's up, Guru Nation?
Yes, sir. You already heard it there. Guru Nation. We're back. Spencer the Guru with a brand new mock draft Monday for y'all. That's right. Superflex, 12-team PPR. Going to be a lot of quarterbacks going off the board in this one. So we'll have a lot of discussion about that. First and foremost, though, thank you all for watching this stream. Couldn't do it without y'all. Appreciate all the Guru Nation members as well as all the other good people joining us here. And shoot, might as well become a Guru Nation member if you're watching this, because we do these live every Monday. We're live from Mock Draft Monday, getting prepped here. Iron sharpens iron. We've got 11 other strong members of the nation. Some say degenerates. Some might not go that far. Hey, I call myself a degenerate. I have no shame. I live and breathe this stuff. And so does my co-host here for this evening. He's running it back with us for the second week in a row, y'all. Justin from Fantasy Follow. What it do, man?
Can't, like you said, can't get enough. Had to get back on here with you again this week. You said Superflex draft, and I just couldn't pass it up with the opportunity to get in here and mix it up again. Wasn't 100% happy with how my team turned out last week, so this is the only way we can, get better is keep going after it and keep talking through this stuff. And yeah, excited to be here.
For sure, yeah. Jason's pumped. He's actually a first-time drafter with us this week, so it'll be interesting to see how he fares. I got a few new homies up in here. As I see, we'll pull up the board for y'all. We've got Santana, Chad Hance, Joseph, myself, all regulars, and John the Bolt, Boston Sports Mania. So a lot of regulars at the top. B-Man's a regular. Justin here the second week in a row. Bottles, he's done this before, but we've got these three in the back here that are new. Let's see, we got, looks like Bird, Dagu, I don't know, I may not have said the goat, and Nathan. So it'll be interesting to see how all of them do here. And it looks like everyone's green dot is turned on pretty much. So I'd say we get this show on the road. And so
sounds good. Yeah, I mean, once the calendar turned July, it was like, we had to jump into, start getting prepared for redraft. And more and more leagues are going to Superflex now. So, you got to kind of jump in more than I always say, now you got to play in multiple leagues, and somebody's probably going to say to you, you want to play in a Superflex league. So
exactly. And man, a crazy start here. Santana shaking it up right off the rip. Jalen Hurts, the first overall selection instead of Patty Mahomes, who normally goes at the 101.
Yeah, you can't hate on that pick though. I mean, Hurts can just do so much, both in the air and on the ground. I mean, he's got like a 700 rushing yard prop out there with like 10 rushing touchdowns. I mean, it's just like fantasy gold. Like, you just don't get that from guys, and then he's got those two weapons on the outside, in Brown and Smith, and he's just, I think like you could definitely say, over the next several years, I mean, it could be Mahomes, Allen, Hurts, and in any order, those guys could finish, really 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah. You could maybe throw Joey Burrow in the mix, who I'm probably going to take here at 4, assuming 3 is Allen. And, it ends up Allen autoed. So, man, come on, Joseph. Joseph's one of the ones that's always getting on me about autos, and then he ends up autoed. But, well, I see he just joined, so I don't think he's too upset about getting Josh Allen.
Got Allen at 3, worked out.
Right. So, yeah, interesting here. Could go Burrow, could go Lamar, could go Jefferson, could go CMC, could go Herbert. Probably not going to start off with a running back. I think it's going to either be Burrow, Lamar, or Jefferson. I'm going to go Jefferson and see how I feel afterwards. I normally always go quarterback to start off in a super flex, but I'm gonna try this out. I'm gonna take Jefferson there because I normally would go Burrow, but trying new things here on Mock Draft Monday. So, and there goes Lamar. Wow, Burrow slipping a little bit.
Yeah, John, the Bolt didn't wait there. He said, "I'm going to grab Lamar and that new Monken passing offense. This is supposedly going to give him more opportunities to throw the ball."
And, that was a smart pick. That's who actually I'm almost to the point where I have Lamar ahead of Burrow in my rankings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they upgraded his weapons, and he could still run the ball too. I mean, we know how much damage he could do with his legs, so.
Definitely, yeah, that dual threat ability, you can't argue with it.
Do you think they'll throw the ball more? Which side are you on there, Spencer? I mean,
yeah, I'm really high on Lamar this year. I think they throw the ball more. I think they just really turn things loose there, and it'll be a new look offense. Moinkin hadn't even, he was at Georgia last year, so defensive coordinators aren't gonna know how to stop him. Like his scheme will be kind of a new scheme, to where I think it's gonna be very successful in year one for Lamar and the Ravens. So for redraft, I'm all in. I mean, I'd take him in Dynasty too, but it's like with that, it's like he still is going to be running a lot, to where I don't know if I'd be as high on him. But for redraft, it's just like, I love him for redraft because like with the rushing, I feel like him and Burrow are neck and neck for that QB4 spot. Hell, I might even take Lamar over Hurts because I know Hurts went first here, but I'm thinking Hurts is due for a bit of regression this year, because last year he had all career highs. I'm thinking that the league kind of adjusts to him and Sirianni, to where I don't think the Eagles are going to put up quite as crazy numbers as they did last year. Still a top 5 option, but I don't know. I feel like this is Lamar's year. I think this will be his best year since his MVP year in 2019.
Yeah, I think he threw like 35 touchdown passes that year or something like that when he.
Yeah, he went crazy.
He hasn't come anywhere near that. I mean, we really expected him to continue to grow, but it's just been a case of different circumstances there. It hasn't been all his fault, obviously. So,
right, yeah, a lot of it was injuries, and in the system there with Greg Roman, I think it was just kind of dead. Mm-hmm. But now that he's got Moikin and more receivers too, they weren't giving him weapons. Now he's got Odell, Zay Flowers, hopefully a healthy Bateman on top of Mark Andrews. So that's goes from a shit receiving core to a pretty nice one.
Yeah. It's hard to sort through those guys for fantasy, but they're definitely an upgrade from what they had.
Gonna be tough to know which. I like Andrews. I feel like he's gonna be good. I took him last week and didn't regret it in the 3rd round. So man, Justin Fields fell kind of far. Justin Fields, a lot of people have him ranked just as high or higher than Herbert because of the rushing. But I see Trevor Lawrence goes above him there. Those top 8 QBs all off the board. Knew they'd all go 1st round or near 1st round. But Fields is the one that seemed like he slipped a little bit, slipped past Trevor, who I've got him neck and neck. I'm probably more on the Trevor side because I'm a believer in what they've got with Calvin Ridley and stuff. I think they're going to take a step forward. But, I mean, I would have thought Fields would have gone maybe a pick or two sooner. I would have pegged him at like the 109, 1.10 range. And I still see. Oh, I know who you're gonna take, Justin. I think I know it. Oh, you went okay, Cooper Kupp. Okay, I thought you were gonna do a little different strategy, but I can't argue with that too much because. Wait, what? Okay, yeah. So they're damn Bijan. I was hoping Bijan would slip to me, man. I would have had Jets and Bijan. I'm like, screw the quarterbacks early. I'm going with 2 elite skill players, but oh well, a man can dream. So yeah, C-Mac and Kupp, bro. Those would have in the former number 1 finishers. They've got some mileage on them, but I could see them doing well.
They're in line for good fantasy seasons. I mean, this isn't Dynasty. Obviously, we're playing for 1 year, so
yeah, it's a redraft.
We can go all in with these guys for 2023.
Yeah, were you tempted by Bijan any, or were you like, well, this is redraft. I want to get my WR1 right here?
Yeah, no, I had. Yeah, I mean, actually, if I look at it cross positionally, Bijan and Cup are probably on the same line for me. That's kind of how I draft. I'll look at things cross positionally sometimes, and I just had those two as my highest, got two on the board, and since I had a running back already, I figured I'd solidify that ace receiver.
Yeah, I feel that. That makes sense. Makes sense. And I see I'm gonna do. I got my ace receiver. There goes Saquon. All right, let's see what we're gonna do right here. And how many QBs have gone? I feel like I should probably take one here because like I can see these other guys getting their QB2s and
9 off the board already.
Right. So, all right. So I guess I don't really like his that much, but I mean, he's gonna get his numbers, man. Dak, like I feel like Dak's just a pretty safe play there at the end of the second. Are you concerned about Kellen Moore leaving? I know some people are, but it's like I feel like if Kellen Moore was that good, they would have kept him around.
No, I mean they haven't. They talk like McCarthy wants to like run the ball, but they don't have the personnel to do that.
Right.
With Zeke leaving, I mean Pollard's not really proven to be a workhorse, so it's like, Dak's gonna have to throw the ball. So
definitely, and they brought in Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, they added Cooks. Gallup's still there. CD. They're gonna need to throw it.
100%. Yeah, and I see CD just went. I kind of thought about CD, but I was like, man, I gotta get at least one quarterback here since it's super flex. Like I don't want to be naked at quarterback because that's like if they have a big quarterback run, good luck getting anything decent. Hurts and Tua, the Alabama duo there. That's interesting. I like it. Kind of risky, but I like it.
Yeah, didn't Tua replaced Hurts or took over?
Yeah, in the national championship game, Saban just freaking outright benched Hurts and then put Tua in. It's crazy how well Hurts has responded from that. Now shoot, I mean, he was basically an all-pro last year. He was right up there with Mahomes. Let's see what we got here. Tony Pasta goes there at the 3.3. So I'm up here. Let's see what we're going to do. I could go with a second QB. None of them super high on those. Might go with another receiver or my RB1. Took King Henry last week. Don't know if I want to do that again. Jacobs is there. That's kind of tempting. Then you got Devontae, Garrett Wilson, Amon-Ra. Yeah. Some options, but I think I'm going to go. So I guess I'll go Jacobs. I'll go Jacobs here. Because it's like with Henry's age, like I think Jacobs has another big year in him. And it'll probably be on another 1-year contract. Yeah, so I'll give him a shot here.
Age 25 versus age 29 there, when you're comparing Jacobs to Henry. So, and that's so consolidated there with the Raiders. It's like Jacobs and Adams. I mean, that's the offense, which is which is good for fantasy. I mean, that's what we love.
Because they keep talking, Zamir White, but it's like he showed nothing last year. Like he was barely on the field. I don't see it going from he's barely on the field to, it's a 50-50 split. That's bullshit. That's not going to happen. Unless Jacobs would get hurt. But if he's healthy, he's a workhorse for sure. Garrett Wilson. I thought about Garrett Wilson. I thought about Amon-Ra. I feel like it's like with running back, those true workhorses are scarce. So I decided to secure one there with Josh Jacobs, who last year helped win me a Superflex league. I got him later, like the 5th round, but I loaded up on like QBs, receiver. And I had Kelsey. So it's like I basically punted running backs early. I almost say it was like Kamara or Kelsey. Who do I take? And I'm glad I went Kelsey. I think it was the 3rd round instead of Kamara. Even though Kamara didn't get suspended, he just was kind of inefficient. There goes Devontae. Another big dog receiver. Damn, so yeah, you're definitely all in with this team. This is definitely not a dynasty team with this, man. CMC Cup, Devontae Adams. We're all in. We're pushing all the chips in and hope they stay healthy. So you're not concerned about Jimmy? So you're not concerned about Jimmy G?
No, I mean, Adams, I mean, he's just so good. I mean, he's just an elite route runner. I mean, just keeps doing it at his age. I mean, you know, his A dot isn't that big. I mean, so you know, Jimmy could get him the ball in those short and intermediate, you know, spaces.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he does. So now Adams is going to continue to be, you know, top 5, you know, maybe 7.
Damn, I think he'll still be top 10. I'm gonna say he falls out of the top 5, but I mean, it's like he was drafted here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He was WR10 off the board.
Yeah,
so it's like
you're right. Yeah, I got ahead of myself there. Yeah, it's more like inside the top 10. Yeah, I agree with you there.
Yeah, but I mean, you got him 10th. I mean, in a big running back run. You see, this is why I went with Josh Jacobs, because I saw that coming. King Henry, Brees Hall, Jahmyr Gibbs, Najee. I mean, and all the freaking running backs. Because I feel like a lot of those quarterbacks aren't really that appealing in this range. Or I feel like a lot of people are just going to go skill, which I know something there goes Anthony Richardson. So, I mean, there will be some QBs that go in this range. I'm probably going to take one in either the 4th or the 5th, but it's like those elite skill guys at this point. Are you getting some serious value with guys like Olave and Waddle falling into the 4th because of the, you know, the quarterbacks going so high. I know Richardson's your boy, Justin. Would you have taken him that high?
I think with my roster construction here, yeah, that would have been a good pick for me, actually.
Oh yeah, you're zero QB. You're the zero QB guy here.
QB right now. So yeah, do I wait anymore? Oh man. Nah, I'm gonna grab one. Let me take Daniel Jones.
Okay, yeah, the rushing ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a bad pick because, I mean, with the rushing floor, even if he sucks as a passer, you'll get that. And plus, with the added weapons, he should at least do, at the minimum, about the same as he did last year, which wasn't that great. But with the rushing factored in it, he was like a back-end QB1.
Yeah, I mean, he should continue that. You know, that seems to be the script for them to be successful. So.
Right. Because the thing, I'm a little concerned with them. I don't know if they're gonna. I'm kind of down on the Giants. Like, I know Daboll is like a magical first season, but I kind of see them coming back to earth. What up, Marty? Because I don't know. I feel like they kind of overachieved last year. Like when you look at when you really break down the stats, they weren't that great on offense, and they weren't that great on defense either. So I could see them regressing somewhat.
Yeah, you can kind of see that NFC East kind of being some grinds too, like grind it out. You know, it's certainly not going to be like shootout football. So compare that to like the NFC North, where you just got some really bad defenses, which is good to target for fantasy. I think that the NFC East is one of the tougher ones.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of ugly games, I would think. So let's see. Well, with that being said, I'm going to go with Jared Goff here for my second QB because I feel like in the NFC North, there's going to be a lot of shootouts with defenses not being very good in that division. And T. Higgins, that was a good pick. Thought about Higgins, but I was just like, man, Goff at that point, I felt like it was a good value. And yeah, Marty, we do them every Monday. I don't know if you're on IG, on Instagram, but if so, shoot me a follow at Spencer the Guru. I'll post the link on my story as well as in a group chat. We have a Mock Draft Monday group chat over on Instagram. So check that out. And if not, If not, just remind me after, and I can shoot you my number. But yeah, I think golf. Yeah, could some weeks, he's not always great, but he's good enough to where he'll go off enough for as a QB2. I'm more than okay with it, especially when he gets Jameson back, like in the second half. Like I think he's gonna. The Lions, I know they're getting hyped up, but I think the hype's legit. I think there's a reason behind it. They showed a lot down the stretch last year, and I'm thinking that I think they win the NFC North. Damn, Travis Etienne. That's who I wanted in the 5th round. I figured he'd go, though. He would have been a great RB2, but hey, had to make a business decision there. I felt like the QB2 was a little more important in these super flex formats, because it's like, if you don't have 2 solid QBs, good luck, because it's like you can play any other position there, but even in 4-point passing touchdowns, you want to have 2 good QBs in this format. Where running backs is a lot of times RB2 and super flex is kind of I don't want to say an unnecessary spot, but it's just kind of one of those spots that I feel like a lot of teams are weak. They're kind of like tight end. It's like if you can get a really good one, then great. But it's not like an essential. I feel like QB2 is a little bit more essential. And yeah, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, Guru Nation, baby. We worldwide.
Yeah, I think we've seen some teams over the years, Spencer, in some of the super flex leagues we've played in where, guys have just totally neglected that RB2 spot.
Yeah, I've done it before.
Yeah. And you just kind of make ends meet each week, try to put something together.
Yeah, it's kind of piecemeal it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I want to grab one here or follow that mold. Oh, Calvin Ridley went. Damn it. Oh, well. You know what? I caught him last week, but I'm going to get him again because I feel like if he's healthy, he's way too good to pass up on at this point. Debo, bro. 5th round.
You're liking some Debo.
Yeah, man, because he can do it all. I mean, he even has, because we got to look at, what do we want from fantasy? Yards from scrimmage, right? The rushing yards count the same as the receiving yards. So it's like with Debo, he does it all. And I mean, he's obviously going to get more receiving and rushing. And he's still the go-to guy there to where he should get a good amount of receptions, like at least 70 to 80 receptions on top of, if healthy, at least I'd say 14 to 1,500 yards from scrimmage and probably 8 touchdowns around that range. That's for the 5th round. I know it's super flex, but for the 5th round, still, it's just like that's a steal. And the reason he slips is because his health, like outside of 2021, his career year, his health has not been very reliable. But it's like for someone with that much upside, I'll take the chance at the discounted price range. Kind of like Keenan Allen. I feel like Keenan Allen, if you could guarantee 17 games out of Keenan Allen, he'd be higher. But with the health concerns, these guys are slipping, and you got to make these decisions. And I just felt like at this point it was worth it. As opposed to like TJ Hawkinson, who I like Hawkinson this year, but they've got, Jordan Addison, KJ Osborne, to where I'm not really feeling Hawkinson as high as he's going. And Marty brings up a point here about CMC taking a big piece of Debo's pie. That is true. Debo's pie, he's not going to repeat 2021. That's for sure with CMC there. I feel like, though, there's enough for him. That offense is really good when it's clicking, that there's still enough to go around for him, Kittle, and Ayuk to do pretty well because, there's no one else there. You got CMC, Debo, Ayuk, Kittle, and basically nothing. Maybe a little bit of Elijah Mitchell, but that's mainly just for, early down kind of bruising work. As far as the receiving game, it's very thin behind those top options. So it's the 5th round. It's not pretty. You're not going to get, I'm not saying Debo's WR1 again, but I think he can get back to at least being a WR2. That's why I took him at this point. Man, Kyle Pitts love here going in the 5th. He slipped way down in the single QB mock last week. Here he goes a little too high for my liking. And I see you got Dangerous there in the 5th. I like that pick, Justin. That's a good QB too, with, in the Sean Payton offense.
Yeah, it was like the last guy I had in like this tier of guys, with Daniel Jones, Geno, Goff, Wilson. So I figured pull the trigger there when, Peyton, geez, he's got to go up. I mean, he can't go down after last season, Russ.
Right. Right. Yeah, he's got nowhere to go but up. I mean, he was more like a QB3 last season. But this year, I think I'm not saying he's going to get back to QB1, but I think he'll at least get back to QB2, like with Peyton there. And they've got weapons with Judy, Sutton, Marvin Mims, a rookie, Tim Patrick. I don't know if you saw the meme, but it's like where they're like holding the gun to each other's head. It's like Judy, Sutton, Mims all like gunning for the jobs. And in the back on the roof, Tim Patrick with the big sniper, like looking at all of them. Like when people saying, don't be surprised if Tim Patrick ends up the #1, which, I mean, we never know. It's Sean Payton. Like, Sean Payton's the kind of coach, he goes based off of performance, and especially with it being his first year there, he's not going to care that Jerry Jeudy and Cortland Sutton have gotten 1,000 yards or whatever in the past. He's going to go off of who performs best for them in camp, and if that happens to be Tim Patrick, then he'll get the job. The reason I'm not that high on Tim Patrick, though, he's coming off, I believe it's a torn ACL, which occurred last preseason. But even with that, I doubt he'll have enough juice to outdo Jeudy. Maybe Sutton, but Jeudy, even in that shitty system last year, Jeudy was pretty solid. Like, I think Judy's going to do well with Peyton.
Yeah, he's such an elite route runner, himself. He could create separation, and he can make chunk plays. I mean, he's got to stay healthy.
100%. Yeah, the Javonte Williams report today saying that he's
had a schedule, right?
Yeah, had a schedule that he's like, I don't know if I believe it, saying that he's going to be cleared or so. I don't know about that, but I mean, shoot, maybe he will be, which would be surprising. But I just don't buy it because his injury occurred like in week 4 or 5. So I just don't see him being cleared for training camp. He might be ready for week 1, but even so, I think he's going to be limited in his return.
All right. I'm speaking of Jeudy, I'm gonna complete the stack here with Russ.
That's smart. I'd have taken Jeudy if he'd have slipped. I figured he was gonna get picked, especially after I name dropped him. So I think, let's see, Marty's got one for us about the LA Rams wide receiver 2 taking Van Jefferson at his value everywhere. Yeah, he's dirt cheap, man.
Yeah.
Dude, he might even go undrafted in this, being that it's super flex. But yeah, I kind of like Van as like a sneaky option late.
Yeah, you're actually, I might be like one of the biggest like Van Jefferson supporters going into the season. I don't know what it is, but like, I think he can definitely surprise. With Allen Robinson having departed and Jefferson's in a contract year, and we're not getting so excited here. I mean, we're talking about a late round guy here, but if you play in, a deeper league, maybe you can fill that flex spot or that wide receiver 3 spot. And, his father's a wide receiver coach for the Cardinals. I mean, he's got the genes, he's just got some things here. He's shown enough. And I like that call, actually. Like you said, we're degenerates here. We get excited about, Van Jefferson and stuff like that.
Yeah, Rashid Shaheed, Romeo Dobbs. Like, yeah. Woo, we're getting fired up. But that's like, I feel like that's what makes it fun, is trying to find those hidden gems. Like back in, was it 2016, discovering Michael Thomas before he became mainstream. That was just like really fun to be able to like be like, yeah, I was on the Mike Thomas before he caught all the passes and before he was breaking records, and now he's breaking his ankles, unfortunately. But hey, it's like, it's just cool to be able to like see your research pay off, see that us being degenerates isn't just a waste of time, and see that it actually pays off to, like, as far as winning leagues and stuff. because they don't like the mainstream doesn't realize that all this work we put in, like it pays off. We don't win every league, not acting like that. Not gonna be one of these guys that says he wins every league, but I'll win a higher percentage of leagues than just the average Joe Schmo that buys a magazine at Barnes and Noble a week before the draft.
Yeah, I mean, you started doing these mock draft Mondays, on the gram before anybody. Then there's like millions of people that do them.
I know, right?
Yeah,
it pisses me off. Everyone's like now, oh, mock draft Monday, mock draft. One guy's now mock draft every day. It's like they've taken it to a new extreme, and I'm just.
You should have trademarked it back then, Spencer.
Yeah, for real.
It,
Yeah, I started during the pandemic. Like it was a 2020. I was like, I don't think they're gonna have a football season because a lot of accounts were just like, oh, we're not doing content. Who knows if they're gonna even have a season? I was like, man, they're gonna have a season. Let's keep this going. And had a lot of people tune in. That's when the shit was really popping. So yeah, y'all spread the word. Let the people, because we kind of had, I don't want to say a downfall, but like last year it seemed like with all these other accounts doing mock drafts and them having more advertising dollars than us, being that we're just independent, don't have the funds for that. It kind of feel like we kind of lost some viewers, but let's bring it back. Let's keep the grassroots movement going. Spread the word. We're a free channel, free content, no ads, no one telling us to push anything or no agenda. We're just here, just living it up. There's some degenerates doing mock drafts. It looks how it is.
And these help. I mean, it's just like going through these. You start to see that where everybody's being slotted, and it's so, especially when you're going against good players that are doing this. So yeah, it's a big thing.
No doubt about it. I'm trying to decide here if I'm going to go with a.
Oh, you're up here. Okay.
Let's go. I got it in just in time.
You got
DJ Moore, because I was worried the auto pick was going to give me. I had Javonte on my queue. It was going to give me Javonte, but I was like, man, I don't want Javonte. I took Miles Sanders the last round. Nuke Hopkins would have, man, look at me. I maybe should have gone Nuke Hopkins. I would have liked Nuke Hopkins at WR3, but. But at least being able to not get auto Javonte felt good.
All right, I don't know. Maybe it's just like my best ball tendencies here, but I mean, this guy I think this is the perfect pick.
Oh, Waller the baller.
Yeah, with dimes,
Yeah. Now, I could have gone Goddard too.
Yeah, I like how this is shaping up.
Yeah, no, yours is looking good, man. I gotta say, punting the RB2 like we talked about.
Yeah.
Hero RB, CMC, better.
Yeah.
No better hero RB. I was thinking about it, but I was just like Miles Sanders at the end of the 6th. I just felt like it was too good to pass up. Being that with the Panthers, that's gonna be a run first team with the rookie. QB, like, and speaking of that, Bryce just went there as someone's QB too. But
yeah, I've never been that big of a Miles fan, but it just seems like, he seems to be like the best player on that offense that they have. So he's going to have to be featured to some degree, right?
Yeah, you'd think so. Yeah, because they Adam Thielen being featured, like, man, that's rough. Because they basically mortgaged the future, the present to get Bryce Young. They mortgaged the present for the future. I mean, giving up DJ Moore, their best playmaker, in order to get Bryce Young.
Dalvin, there's a good pick right there. I was looking at him. Nice pick there.
Yeah, he's slipping. I mean, I'm to the point, like, depending on where he signs, I still think Dalvin could outproduce Madison, yet Madison now goes ahead of him in basically every mock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm starting to.
That one still got some left in the tank, And I would say he turned down an offer from Miami. He's like playing hardball with them. I mean, that's the place he should go.
Yeah. He's thinking about the Jets. They're saying the Jets might make a play for him.
Oh, that would be brutal for fantasy.
Yeah, it'd be brutal for him and Brees.
Yeah, that would be absolutely brutal for us here in fantasy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we want all the bet. We want the 32 best running backs to be on all with different teams. We don't want shared committee backfields.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, we got the good report, so I'll go with them.
That's smart. I actually, yeah, I was like, I don't know. I mean, my team's looking okay, but it could be better. I feel like I'm a little disappointed with how this is shaping up. I probably should have gone with a QB instead of Jefferson, but hey, you live and you learn. We still got time to salvage it. We still got half the draft left. So. Damn it. I want to Kamara if he was slipping, but hey, he's going to get suspended anyway, so got that temptation off the board.
There's like mixed reports about that out there, though, like saying, maybe he won't, but he's got the hearing on the 30. He's got the hearing on the 31st, so
Hustler thinks he's going to keep getting pushed back, which I see his thinking because he knows. I mean, just from common sense how these legal things work. Shit can just keep getting pushed back further and further. But I would think he'll have to pay his due at some point. I don't think week 1, but I think by week 7 or 8, he's going to get popped, and then he's going to miss a lot of critical weeks. So I guess it's good that he went because I'd have been tempted to draft him, but don't have to worry about it.
You could get Kendra later.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Killer Miller. Fuck it. I guess we'll go Mike Williams.
Oh, you're loaded at receiver.
Yeah, trying to load. I got a lot of injury prone. Well, DJ Moore's not really injury prone, but like Debo and Mike, one of them's gonna get hurt. So at least I've got 3. Like between those two, like if all 4 are healthy, I'm really nice. But if one of them gets hurt, well, at least the other hopefully will be healthy.
Yeah, 3 wide receiver in a flex league. You're good there.
Yeah, I'm feeling good about it. So I guess probably go at an RB3 with the next pick. Probably not a tight end. That's the tight end, just a dead zone here. I could have maybe gone Goddard instead of DJ Moore. It's just with Goddard. I mean, he's stuck behind Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. So I feel like his upside is kind of limited there. I know they don't really have a number 3. He is their number 3 in Philly, but, it's like they're just also not a very high volume passing team. Like Jalen Hurts he likes to run a lot. And I feel like last year they kind of may have hit their peak as far as efficiency.
Yeah, I think we had hopes of Goddard being like a top 5 tight end, but it's just kind of meh, like.
Yeah, he probably would have been last year if not for the injury. He was projected like on per game. He was like right around tight end 5, tight end 6 range. And yeah, Joe Burr slipped. I normally would have taken him, but I wanted to try something different and take the receiver. Could go with a QB3 here instead of an RB3. Let's see what they got. Hey, they got some interesting names here. Might do that. Although they got an RB that I kind of would like here that if he falls, I'm probably going to take. He's a guy that we've been, I feel like everyone's been a truther of his at some point. But it's like, there he goes. Gibbs.
Yeah.
Damn it. Well, I might just go to QB3 here then. Yeah, Gibby, man. I think
Gibby, yeah.
Yeah, in the enemy system, man, that's gonna be. I feel like I stole him in our dynasty startup.
Yeah,
like people just forgot about him, so I was like, I'll take him late.
Yeah, that one hit me. I definitely wanted him to be a part of my dynasty squad.
There we go. I may have to make a trade, man. So they already wheeling and dealing in that joint. And I was like, God damn, I just did the draft. I already got trades.
Yeah. It was a big trade earlier in the week.
Yeah.
Christian Watson. Somebody sent out Christian Watson, which I was
T. Higgins. I was like, damn. I was like, I'd have been interested in that, but oh well. Let's see. Trying to decide here what to do. Take another receiver, man. See what's up with Jahan Dotson. I think in that system, man, could be spicy.
Could he push for the number 1 there? Could he overtake McLaurin, you think? Or
it's possible. I mean, he was a first-round draft pick. McLaurin, I mean, McLaurin's good, but it's like, is he that good? I don't know. Like, is he good enough to keep it? It's a new system. Be enemies there now. New quarterback with Sam Howell.
What if Howell could lock in on Dotson?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like he's a fifth receiver here. It's like I feel like receivers in Superflex, especially if it's like double flex, like regular flex. It's really good to have a surplus of receivers because even if one of those QBs gets hurt, you could probably just plug in a receiver in that super flex spot if needed.
Good point. Yep. All right. I got a tight end. So this is becoming, I guess, on brand for me with these picks, but I got to go with Kadarius. He's just got so much upside. And if the reports are true that, they're set with him as the number one and they're just looking at, filling out the rest who's behind him, then, there's no reason why this guy can't, be, mid wide receiver 2 this year.
Right. Yeah. If healthy, we debated that last week, if healthy, but yeah, if healthy is really good. Howell, Ritter, Mac Daddy. I'm guessing Mac Jones. Shoot, I like Howell, bro, because Howell's got the rushing upside. Like, Ritter could be nice, too, with all those good skill pieces there. I mean, you got freaking Bijan, London, and Pitts. So I think as a passer, Ritter's your best bet here. Mac Jones, unless they bring in D-Hop.
Well, if they get D-Hop, yeah, then I might move towards Mac on that one. But
yeah, it's just Mac, though, has no rushing ability. So I'm going Howell, man. I think would be enemy in his rushing ability. He would run a lot at North Carolina. So I think he could run for like 400 or 500 yards and throw for, I'm going to say, at least 3,500 because I think he beats out Brissett. So I like Howell. I think he's sneaky and he's probably, if he falls here, I might take him to stack with Dotson. But I have a feeling someone's probably going to take him as their third QB because he's got upside. He's not a household name by any means. Only started one game last year, but he did well in that one game. And in this system, I think it's a really good fit. People love to sleep on Washington because it's just like, it's the Commanders. What a joke, Dan Snyder. But Snyder sold him now, and it's, Ron Rivera, he's leading it. Like, the enemy's a good OC, so I think they're going to be better than people are thinking.
Yeah, I mean, it was a crappy quarterback class last year. Like Malik Willis was thought to be like, the QB1, and, he's obviously not going to, looks like he might not even be in Tennessee much longer. But
yeah, Howell, honestly, him and Ritter are looking like the top two because who else was in it? It was Howell. Oh, yeah, Kenny Pickett.
Yeah.
Who's like, I mean, he's just like, I think
it brings you a lot of upside. Pickett doesn't bring you much upside.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Kenny Pickett is just, I feel like it's mid. Like, it's so mid having Kenny Pickett. Like, Steelers are going to just, unless they have an elite defense, I think they're just going to be kind of stuck in purgatory because I don't see Kenny Pickett becoming an elite quarterback anytime soon.
Yeah, I wasn't that big of a fan of his, honestly. I think I had him like 4th or 5th out of all those guys. I just didn't see it. And, I thought maybe Malik with the legs could deliver, but look now, looks like, Howell or Ritter maybe, but not a great quarterback class, that's for sure.
No, not at all. I remember saying at the time, this is like the worst quarterback class I've ever seen. And it's so far, it's not really proven me wrong. I'll say who else was in it. It was that dude ended up like he had like a bone-on-bone knee condition where he never amounted to anything. I don't even know if he's on a team anymore. Carson Strong, and then Matt Corral. Matt Corral was the other one, but he's like he got hurt, and he's now like a 3rd string on the freaking Panthers. So it's like. Yeah, that class is. I think it's even worse than. I mean, I knew it'd be bad, but holy crap, it's looking like historically bad. Damn it! There goes Howell. B-man must be listening because that's a smart pick. Smart pick. Oh, and the Brock Purdy. I feel like Brock Purdy's a good QB3 bet. I mean, with all those weapons there, if he's healthy, man, people are really sleeping on the Brock.
I was going to ask you this earlier. Actually, who do you think when we were talking Niners? Who do you think's gonna? You think Purdy is gonna win the job?
Definitely. I mean, that's Shanny's guy. I feel like
Mhm.
Shanny's the kind of guy, once you prove yourself in his system, he'll keep you. And I think he's going to keep Brock Purdy. I think Trey Lance is in the doghouse. I don't think they gave up all that for him, but it's what have you done for me lately? And Trey Lance simply has not come through to where I think they're going to keep the offense running through Brock. Because they were winning with him. And I mean, if he wouldn't have blown his elbow out in that NFC title game, they may have gone to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it just hurts me to even think about that because
I'd have to bury Trey Lance. So much
Trey
upside.
has so much talent, Spencer. I mean,
I know. I was a true
the big arm. I mean, he can run. I mean,
it's a shame.
He looked at the combine. He looked a lot like Josh Allen. I mean, the way he was, delivering the ball. I mean,
he looked good. He passed the eye test for sure in workouts, but just hadn't developed so far. And that's the key to this, is a lot of times it's development, and you can't always predict that.
Yeah. I mean, he could still go on somewhere and be successful. I mean, there's teams I think that will give him a second chance.
Yeah, he went to such a small school, like North Dakota State, wasn't even Division I, where I think he's still got, and he's been hurt so much, he hadn't really gotten the reps in. He's basically still like a rookie in a way, because it's just like he's never really gotten any amount of snaps, any amount of starts to really show if he's the guy or not. So yeah, this could be I would say, well, if he's he might just end up the backup to Brock, but hopefully if they go with Brock, they'll trade Lance to maybe like the Titans or something. Or maybe the Rams. Well, I know it's interdivision, probably won't happen, but it's like if Stafford can't stay healthy. I'm trying to think who else.
Falcons. What about the Falcons?
Yeah, if Ritter shits the bed, I mean, that'd be interesting. Or the Bucks, if they just like, all right, fuck Baker, like we need an actual quarterback.
Trey Lance would be back on the map.
Definitely, yeah. I think someone might take him. I mean, someone might just be like, because the team like the Bucks, they've still got an okay defense, and they've got Godwin and Evans still. Or I feel like if they go with their current plan, they're going to only win like 3 games. But if they make a move for Lance, that could at least give them a little bit of hope heading into this season.
Yeah, they're probably tanking for Drake May and Caleb Williams, honestly.
Yeah, probably so. Probably so. I feel like Lance is like kind of like Caleb Williams is kind of like what like we thought Lance was gonna be. I feel like Caleb Williams will be that. Like Caleb Williams, I feel like he's about as safe a bet as you can get. Like if he's a bust, then it's like, well, I guess we might as well just quit doing scouting reports.
He looks like the sure thing. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, he checks all the boxes. I go with P. Ryan here. I think P. Ryan's going to really thrive in Peyton's offense. Getting him as an RB3, I'm rocking with that. So we have to take a tight end. I'm going to play the waiting game here and see how I end up. B-Rob. Yeah, B-Rob was kind of tempting, but I already got a piece of the B-enemy pie with John Dotson, so wasn't really that worried about getting more of that, because I think that offense will be pretty good. But even though I'm high on Howell in real life, it's like, I don't know. And I don't agree with this, Marty. It would be nothing without it. He had so many other weapons there, man. He spread that ball around so well. Like USC had like 5 receivers that did well. So I know you like Addison, he's with the Vikings now, but yeah, it's that take I don't think is gonna age too well. McKinnon, okay, sneaky PPR play there. And Penny, you ended up biting the bullet with Penny, because Bogart was messing with me about that last week. But I was saying maybe I like Penny.
Yeah, I mean, with Williams, I kind of want to have, some running back depth here, because Javonte might not be ready. But, Yeah, McKinnon, he's involved in that offense, so they're going to get him the ball. He had over 50 catches last year, and he was actually like down the stretch was like helping people win fantasy, like games and leagues.
Yeah, I picked him up.
Yeah,
I
where like
picked him
McKinnon
up,
was
man.
like just like a league winner.
Yeah, he was
And
scoring so many touchdowns in
nothing's
that elite
changed.
offense.
Yeah, nothing's changed. I mean, they brought in a street free agent in Deneric Prince, but Edwards-Helaire was pretty much a forgotten man, and Pacheco's obviously the lead guy on first and second down, but the Chiefs they just throw it so much. McKinnon, I don't know, he is getting slept on to a degree, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like he's somebody that he's probably going to catch at least 40 or 50. He's going to get around 700-800 from scrimmage, and in that offense, probably 8 to 10 touchdowns. And that's what you want from your RB3, RB4, which in most cases, these people's RB4. And there goes A-Chain. People are riding the A-Chain train, but with the Dalvin Cook looming potential, I still think Dalvin Cook ends up over there. A-Chain, I just don't know if there's going to be enough to go around. He'll get his little touches here and there, but it's like they got Hill, Waddle, and if they bring in Dalvin, it's like, bruh, what's A-Chain going to get the scraps?
Yeah. That offense is fit perfectly for A-Chain. I will say that zone stretch. I mean, he can just get it and go. Like A-Chain, he doesn't move well side to side, but he can go in a straight line. He's like a track sprinter. So like that system makes sense for him, But like you said, the opportunity could be limited.
Yeah, I like him. He's a decent dynasty stash. I think eventually he could be a good fit over there. But I think as a rookie, I'm just not really messing with it.
Not in year one, not seeing the return in year one.
Yeah, I feel like the low-hanging fruit is that, Mostert and Wilson aren't that good. He'll just overtake them. Well, it doesn't work like that, especially in an offense like McDaniels, which is just like Shanahan's. It's going to be a committee. Like, they're not just going to hand the keys to one guy unless it's like, CMC, it's like, that's a different story. Yeah. But A-Chain is not CMC. Like,
there's people down even on Dalvin. If Dalvin goes there, they're like, he's going to have to rotate with all these guys.
Yeah, Dalvin going there, I don't see being anything more than at best an RB2 because he definitely will have to share some. Like, it's not going to be like his Minnesota days where he gets it all.
Well, I guess this is team stack because I'm my third quarterback. I'm going to go with Jimmy since I got Adam. So
for sure, yeah, he's got to
turn it out that way.
Yeah, he's got to hope he gets medically cleared.
Yeah,
so that's just the Raiders, man. I don't know, they're a disaster right now. I feel like, but Jimmy, he could have some good weeks. Their defense sucks. They'll be playing from behind. A lot of negative game scripts. So we care. We just want for fantasy. We just want stats. We don't care if the team wins or loses. Let's see. So let's see. Yeah, they probably need to look into a tight end. Don't have one yet. Got a few decent options here.
I think I know. I got an idea where you might go here, but
yeah, there's a few names. I'm queuing up a few names as we speak.
Still a lot of good receivers on the board, honestly.
Definitely. Ton of options available. You know what? Kendrick Killer Miller.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, and I think Joseph was trying to mess with me in the DM saying, you better snag Dulcich here. Well, I guess because he's telling me that he was going to take him. But, hey, I'm not that worried about Dulcich, man. Plus, I already got a piece of the Denver pie with Samaje Perine. I just feel like I could not let Kendre Miller slip any further. No. Screw tight end. Tight end is just, it's a dime a dozen at this point. Yeah, they're a dime a dozen.
You could have a lead
back. Who cares?
you could have a lead back there in Miller.
That's
honestly.
what I'm saying. I mean, that's
Yeah.
why. Who cares if I have Tyler Higbee, Greg Dulcich, Gerald Everett, Dawson Knox? It's the same bullshit.
Yeah,
Like,
they're all QB2s, and they're all gonna not do much for you, honestly.
yeah, exactly. That's why, honestly, if he makes it there, I might go with the rookie, Laporta, because I feel like he's got way more upside than any of those other ones. And if he sucks, well, I could just pick one of those other ones up on the freaking waiver wire. So that's who I'll probably take here.
No, I doubt he's not going to take him here.
Yeah, I was going to say he'd be an idiot. He'd just be doing it to spite me. I'm going to take a third one, but yeah, I guess I'll take Laporta.
No, Laporta, he's at move tight end. You know, he ran pretty fast at the combine, and you know he's got that Iowa lineage at tight end with the history there. Kittle.
Hawkinson, Fant. Well, Fant sucks, but it's like, I mean, he's still better than like a lot of tight ends. So yeah, that pedigree.
It means a lot. This is a good tight end class, like we talked about when we talked about the draft. I mean, this is a good tight end class. So these guys are going to produce. You know, they're going to be good players. I mean, kind of sucked Darnell Washington ended up behind Freiermuth, so that kind of took away a fantasy option, but you know, we still got Kincaid, we've got Laporta, and then later on, you know, you look at in Green Bay, he's not. Let me see if I can find
Musgrave.
Musgrave, yeah.
I like Musgrave.
I heard he's already won the job. Yeah, he's already won the. Looks like he's won the job there already, or he's ahead of, you know, the rest of the tight ends there. So.
Yeah.
Deep sleeper there. I mean, that's later on. That could be a waiver wire pickup you're speaking of right there.
That's what I'm saying. I actually got it in our dynasty. I got Musgrave and Laporta, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, those guys both could be.
And Michael Mayer.
Michael Mayer. Yeah, Marty. Yeah. How could I not mention Michael Mayer? That's a disrespectful to him because he's probably the most well-rounded out of all of them.
Yeah, I might take him next as a backup. Sky Moore went, my boy Sky Moore. I get him basically every mock, but I guess it's good to not get him in every one. You want to try to have diversity. Damn, Odell is still there. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm looking at, you know, I've kind of always been a fan of Odell's. I think he's got a little bit left in the tank for us, so. Yeah,
at this point, why not?
Yeah, it's either him or the Lizard. I was looking at him or Lazard.
Yeah, there's so many options out there. Yeah, damn, this is crazy. I got the home run derby on. Freaking Julio Rodriguez just like went crazy in the first round, where it looks like unless Pete Alonso really gets rolling, he's gonna get knocked out.
Oh,
Alonso,
really?
Yeah, Alonso was the favorite heading in.
Right.
He's a two-time champion. He's starting to rip them now, but I don't know. He's starting as the clock's kind of running out. Like I don't see any way. I mean, Rodriguez just went ham, bro. I mean, oh my gosh. And Alonso just, I don't know. He just doesn't really look that good up there. I think he used to be really good at it, but it's like, I think like Julio is just like, he's younger and just more like, yeah, and he had the home crowd behind him. It's in Seattle, so kind of underestimated the power of that because, yeah, he's just, man, he is balling.
What was his odds?
He had a lot longer odds. I didn't bet on it. I'm glad I didn't. I don't bet on things like this, you know, but it's just like, I had to make recommendations, and I recommended Alonso, and now I'm mad at myself for betting Ola because I told people, I'll fade the public. The public's going to be all over Rodriguez. Take Alonso. He's the smart play, but not looking too smart right now. But, hey, maybe I'll hit 30 right here. And I think he's going to get the bonus round. So, you know, it's not over yet, but not looking good, though. Yeah, they get first year Alonso won it. He made more from the Derby. That's in his season salary. You get $1 million for winning it. Holy shit! Yeah, Rodriguez, he's young. He's not making much money yet. So yeah, he's probably like got more motivation to do it. Lizard's still there. Thielen there. I don't know if you saw the blurb about they're saying Thielen expected to have a huge role in the offense.
Oh, jeez, that makes me sick to even. I just don't buy some of these reports. You know, they showed Adam. They showed him catching a pass, and everybody got excited. Like, oh wow,
caught a pass.
yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah,
Like a 20-yard in route, and like everyone's like, "Oh my god, he's in line for a great year."
Yeah, Rodgers to Garrett
PFF.
Wilson. Oh my gosh, that people are drooling over that.
And that's like stuff like sways like ADP, and like people like start drafting these guys higher when they start putting these training camp videos out.
Yeah, that's why I'm waiting. I'm just biding my time when it comes to trading in these dynasty leagues. I'm just like a shark in the water that's just kind of like it's doing its thing. But then once I see blood, whew, I'm going for that. Once all these videos come out and people start acting stupid, that's when I'm gonna come in and buy low, and get all the players that, and then sell high on the ones that they making the videos about.
It's crazy how people can be persuaded by those.
Damn, he said Thielen's ankle is fucked. Yeah, Marty's a Vikings fan, so I trust him here. He had the same high ankle sprain the past 2 seasons, always pops up mid-season. Yeah, and he's over 30. Yeah, I don't want any part of Thielen. That's damaged goods. Might do good for the first half. So I guess in a redraft, might be a bench play or something you could just have, and then if he gets hurt, you cut him.
Yeah. Let me see. I guess I'll go with an upside receiver here. Trying to see who I'm higher on here. How much time do I got? Am I running out of time?
20 seconds.
Okay. I'll go with Mingo. I guess speaking of
a guy
with a guy with a shot in that offense, you know.
Yeah, screw Thielen. Yeah, I'll go Mingo. Yeah, I feel that. Damn, is Alonzo? Yeah, I ain't even gonna watch that. It's over. Alonzo's out. No, well, sorry to all my Betnola readers out there. My apologies. I thought the polar bear would deliver, but he sucks, man. He's terrible in this. Crazy. Just goes to show I fell for it. Just goes to show you don't ever want to take the favorite in events like this. I just thought Alonzo, though, would being the most seasoned person, would do well, but yeah, it's just not worth it. Let's see. Yeah, they got Thielen still there. Nico Collins, that's a sneaky pick there. I kind of like Nico Collins. Like that's a good pick because he's yeah, right. Yeah, you'd have thought he'd have done better. But yeah, Nico Collins. I didn't realize this, Justin. Nico Collins is 6'4". He's a big receiver.
Yeah, the 50-50 balls, he goes up there and wins the jump balls. Yeah,
that's what I was saying. I didn't realize that. I must have misread his scouting report. I thought he was more like a slot guy, but no, he's a big target. He's the biggest target they got because Mechie, Robert Woods, Tank Dell, those are all smaller guys. Like none of them are Collins. Like Collins could end up the one over there.
Yeah, it's tough to sort through those guys, and you know, it's just tough to. I don't know who's going to get the ball. I no matter what we think we can project, it's just tough. But yeah, Nico's probably got the best chance. You know, I like Tank Dell, but you know, these small receivers, we fall in love with these diminutive guys, and they just, you know, they don't deliver.
Yeah, like Tutu Atwell, like these ones that's just, yeah, they look a Rondale Moore. Rondale Moore's done more than Tutu, but it's just they're more injury prone. No, it's like, yeah, I don't usually like those kind of guys. That's why I like Rashee Rice has some size. I kind of like Rashee Rice, especially in Dynasty.
Yeah, he's interesting prospect for sure.
Right. Yeah, I think in a few years you'll be seeing the Rashee Rice, Sky Moore 2-0 being a real thing. Because they don't have much else over there. Kelsey can't last forever. And outside of Rashid, and I mean, they got Tony, but maybe for this year, Tony could do good. But I just think long term, Tony is not a good bet because he's already had like a bunch of injuries. In honor of Marty, I took KJ Osborne to close it out, and then I see Thielen ended up being our Mr. Irrelevant.
After all that.
Yep, he ended up Santana picked him. So, yep.
It's a good pick there. Good Mr. Irrelevant. I mean, he could still have some good weeks.
Yeah, especially in redraft. So,
yep.
We'll do 12-1 this week, since I think we did the other way last week. This is a math man here. He's a new member, a new drafter for this week. Shout out to Math Man. So we'll start off by grading him. Tyreek Hill, Justin Fields, Najee Harris, Chris Olave, Aaron Jones, Drake London, Isaiah Pacheco, Dallas Goedert, Quentin Johnston, Desmond Ridder, Elijah Mitchell, Ryan Tannehill, Tyler Boyd, and Leonard Fournette. Lenny, wow, he's a free agent. Maybe he'll land somewhere, but seems like a decent squad. I mean, Ritter is a 2, is a little shaky, but he got Fields at a value. I like everything about it pretty much. I mean, Tyreek, Olave is a 2, Najee. I mean, Goddard, the receiver, Devin got Boyd, and the rookie Johnston. I mean, the Fournette pick's gross, but I mean, that's his last pick, so I think this is like a B squad. I'd give it a B plus, but I'm gonna have to knock him a little bit, man. Fournette, I mean, that's just that's just gross, bro. I don't want Leonard Fournette anywhere. I don't care where he goes. Screw Leonard Fournette. That dude he's cooked.
He can still catch some passes though.
I guess, but it's just golly. I guess I get pissed off on him because it was like coming out of high school and college, like, you thought this dude was gonna be the next like Adrian Peterson, and it just did not work out. But he had some good years, especially for fantasy catching passes. So, but they're overall a good team. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I like everything he did, like you said, all the pieces that he accumulated here. Other than just being a little weak at quarterback too. I guess if Ritter could run a little bit, but that's hard to bank on. That's hard to bet on. But yeah, I mean, all the rest, I mean, all the other guys I like, but I just probably wish he would have went, with a different QB2, maybe in the middle rounds there. He didn't really need Pacheco, I guess. Maybe he could have gone, or maybe even, I don't know, but yeah, it's a pretty good team though. I mean, all the guys that he drafted, I like for the most part.
Hell yeah. Yeah, very solid. Good job there. Math Man, first time drafter, did a very, very good job considering that we've got a lot of degenerate savages in this thing. Let's see what the GOAT cooked up. Because of it talking shit early, the GOAT. All right, the GOAT. Let's see what you got, buddy. Trevor Lawrence, AJ Brown, Jahmyr Gibbs, Anthony Richardson, JSN. Damn, he thinks it's dynasty. He's got a lot of young players. Michael Pittman, Dalvin Cook, Hollywood Brown, David Njoku, AJ Dillon, Cole Kmet, Cortland Sutton, Roshan Johnson, and Chase Brown. Yeah, I don't like it. Just too many rookies. I mean, just too, and then didn't get a third QB, which you want with Richardson.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because Richardson might not start the year.
He's gonna start slow. He could start slow. He might not even start at all.
Yeah, this team is very rough. I give it. I mean, for a redraft, I mean, this is not how you want to build a team. I mean, this is like, I'll go D plus. Like, I think he's another first time drafter though. So yeah,
with Gibbs, Richardson, Jackson Smith-Njigba, and Roshan. I mean, that's a great dynasty build.
Oh yeah, amazing dynasty.
Not redraft.
Because even redraft. Trevor, as good as Trevor is, he's still he's young. He's yet to reach his ceiling. It's like, I mean, AJ Brown pick was pretty good, but I'd have probably gone Cooper Kupp since it's redraft or Diggs. So it's just, to me, he just went way too young. No, Dalvin Cook was a pretty good pick, but not enough to salvage it. But not trying to hate, man. You did your thing there with some of the picks, but I would have gone a lot of different directions to where I can't give it a very good grade.
Yeah, he ended up going Gibbs over Najee, didn't he? Which is pretty.
Yeah, that's just Gibbs over Najee. I mean, shoot, Richardson over Rodgers, JSN over London. It's just a lot of things I'd have done differently.
Yeah, I mean, we love JSN, but he's just definitely limited in year one what he could do this year with Lockett and Metcalf both there. And Pittman, I'm scared for Pittman, honestly. Like, I don't know if Richardson's going to be able to get him the ball, as consistently as you need in order for him to be fantasy viable week in and week out. So that's a concern.
Yeah. So, that's very true.
Yep.
Let's see, Berg up here. Berg, or Burge. I guess I'll go with Berg, 824. He's got Jamar Chase, Deshaun Watson, Breece Hall, Jalen Waddle, Kyle Pitts, Damian Pierce, Kyler Murray, Christian Kirk, Evan Ingram, Jamison Williams, Devon A-Chain, Baker Mayfield, Romeo Dobbs, and Zeke. Let's see. Chase. Receiving core is pretty good. Running back room scares me with Breece at the ACL. And then Pitts to me took too high. QB scare me too because Kyler's
not playing early on.
Kyler's he's not playing early on. And Baker I don't really like either.
Yeah, it'd be hard for that quarterback room to keep up in a super flex, I think.
Yeah. And no problem. The GOAT said thanks for the grade, boys. Yeah, for sure, man. And don't take it personally. I know people get mad if I give them a bad grade, but thanks for participating. And I'm sure if you run it back again, bro, you'll get a higher one. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in again.
I mean, he knows talent.
I just want to be clear. I don't want to be a hater. Like, I'm glad he said thanks for the grade because it's just I know a lot of people, if I give them a bad grade, they get mad. But I mean, he has a few good picks there.
Yeah,
so
I mean, constructively, he knows talent there. He's identified some talented guys.
Yeah, definitely. Because if it was Dynasty, I'd have given him at least a B, maybe more.
Yeah, so just hone in on some more redraft guys.
Marty liked it. I mean, like I said, I'm all here for Gibbs 70 plus receptions, buying the hype.
I'm geared towards maybe putting Gibbs in my top 12 too. I mean, I'm excited for him as well. That's Spencer, when me and you do our ranks, it'd be interesting to see where we both have Gibbs.
Yeah, we need to do that this week, bro. Yeah, I have to get the template made. If I try to knock that out tomorrow.
Yeah, but there's just some guys that are safer than him, because he's got to split the backfield with Monty, and Monty's like a proven veteran. And if the rookie struggles in pass pro, they could throw Monty in there. I mean, there's stuff like that could kind of like cool the hype on the Gibbs train.
Yeah, he ain't lying. So a lot of other factors, but this one here, Burge. I'll give Burge. I'll give him I guess a C. It's just maybe a C- though, because he just got way too many holes. I mean, the Kyler thing's a big hole because I don't trust Baker to fill it. His backfield depth very concerning, especially if Breece doesn't start the year off. And then Pitts is a tight end one, isn't that good? But just my preference. The different things I'd have done differently. Yeah, Gibbs is Andrews RB12. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Gibbs over Najee. And not
Najee. Not
Najee. Yeah, because of the volume. Prefer over Gibbs. There's room for both Gibbs and Monty, just like Swift and Jamal. I think with Swift never finished top 12. But Gibbs, if healthy, he could live up to it.
We love Gibbs, man. I mean, he's versatile. He can run more than we think between the tackles, and people give him credit. And I
mean, they traded up for him. He's definitely going to be involved. So.
Yeah.
They didn't do that for nothing. So let's see here. Harbottled up next. Kelsey, Eckler, King Henry, Rodgers, Cooper, Terry, Bryce Young, Mike Evans, James Cook, Zach Charbonnet, Dalton Kincaid, Trey Lance, Tank Bigsby, Allen Lazard. Okay, so to start off, QB's not the best for redraft. You know, Rodgers, I mean, he's a redraft guy. He's old, and this might be his last year, but it's like Bryce Young is a rookie. Trey Lance might not start. He's got Kelsey, that checks the tight end box. Eckler, Henry, good running back room. He got Cook, Charbonnet, Bigsby. So good depth, like his backfield. His receiver room, though, I'm not really liking. Cooper, Scary Terry, Evans is kind of and in Lazard, no depth. So to me, quarterbacks and receivers are the most important positions, and he didn't really make those very good. So I'm going to have to give this one probably a C minus, even though he's got, elite tight end and running backs. But, I mean, maybe higher because it's like, I mean, he's just with Kelsey. It's hard to hate on the Kelsey team. Just because of Kelsey, I'll give it a C. Because with Kelsey, it's like he's got such an advantage at tight end.
Yeah. What do you think about Young? I mean, I've been looking.
I don't like it really as a 2, but I guess he might do something. It's like, especially if Mingo pans out.
Is he going to run?
That's the thing. He doesn't run much. That's the problem with him and Stroud for fantasy is that they've got good upside as passers, but in college, at least, they didn't run. They're good athletes, though, so they might run more in the pros, might have more designed runs for them. So hopefully they do. Because if so Young, I could see as a QB too. But yeah, if he's not running at all, it's not going to be pretty.
I didn't view him as much of a runner from what I saw, but I've read some things where people think
he's got the ability. Yeah, he's got that ability.
He might be running for his life, in all honesty, with that team around him.
Yeah, they've got a decent O-line, though, so it's just there's no receivers. That's the problem. So he might just have to take off and run with it a lot of times. Let's see Justin's team here. So you got
all right, let's hear it. Come on now. Come on.
All right, let's see it. CMC, Cup, Adams, Danny Jones, Russ, Judy, Darren Waller, Javonte Williams, Tony, Penny, McKinnon, Jimmy G, OBJ, and Jonathan Mingo. All right, so waited on QB. Solid QB room for waiting. Not a huge fan of Jones as a 1, but he does run. Russ, I really like as a 2. And Jimmy, I guess can't argue with it too much as a 3. Running back room, CMC the hero. He's going to have to be the hero because Javonte, I think, is going to be limited early. Penny, you can't trust. McKinnon, I think, is going to end up being an RB2 on this team a lot of weeks. With in the receivers, Cup, Adams, Judy, great 3-wide set. Tony, decent 4. Beckham and Mingo, nice. Nice
correlation. Yeah. We got correlation between.
Yep. Waller to Baller. Yeah, I like this one better than last week, man. I think this is a solid B. I think he improved from last week.
All right.
Because last week I think you got a B minus, C plus. But I like the way, even though you waited on QB, it's like you got some elite skill guys. There's some true heavy hitters. Like if you're gonna pass on QB, you better get you some heavy hitters, and you got them.
All right. Appreciate it.
For sure, man. B-Man up next. Let's see. You got Herbert, Bijan, Garrett Wilson, Mark Andrews, Derek Carr, J.K. Dobbins, Chris Godwin, Alvin Kamara, Tyler Lockett, Sam Howell, Gabe Davis, Davian Harris, Jacoby Myers, Nico Collins. Okay, I think I'm liking this. You got Herbert, Carr, Howell, like the QB room. Dobbins a little shaky at RB2, but he's got Bijan, and he got him in the 6, so good value. Kamara's good as a 3. Harris, decent. Receiver room, Wilson, Godwin, a little shaky as a 2. Lockett, Gabe Davis, Myers, Collins. But then Andrews is a tight end 1. I feel like this team's pretty good. You got pretty much everyone at value. So I'll give it another B because I don't really trust. Godwin in that new Bucks offense could be rough in the receiver depth, but he built it pretty good. So
I think Lockett is going to outdo Godwin, honestly. So that's a pretty good pick in the middle rounds there.
Yeah, that's true. He got the value there. Gabe Davis could do well. I might even give this a B plus because to me, he built this team very well. I like the way he got guys at value and kind of waited, picked his spots, got Andrews at a value.
Andrews, yep.
Yeah, that's what
Garrett Wilson, Bijan.
Yeah,
Herbert. These nice. They're all dogs, man. Honestly.
Yeah, I don't even go B plus. This is a playoff team. Good shit.
Yeah, Dobbins. Dobbins, he could. I've seen some people project him to be an RB1, like a top 12 guy, but I don't quite see that. But
Yeah, he doesn't catch
because of
enough.
volume and it doesn't catch enough passes. But
yeah. See what BSM cooked up. He's got Burrow, Diggs, Ramondre, Geno Smith, Joe Mixon, DeAndre Swift, D-Hop, Freiermuth, Pickens. Man, he loves the Steelers. He always goes with teams like Freiermuth and Pickens. Khalil Herbert, Zay Flowers, Will Levis, Sky 2Y Moore, and Jalen Hyatt, another one of his favorites. Jalen Hyatt there at the end. Let's see. The receiver room, Diggs, Hopkins, Pickens. It's all right. Not that high on it, though. The running backs, Rahamador, Mixon, Swift, Herbert. Again, pretty good. Freiermuth. Burrow, Geno, Will Levis. Dang, yeah, I don't yeah, I'm not a super huge fan of this one, honestly.
Yeah.
Because it's
a little bit of risk. Took on a little bit of risk there with Mixon and D-Hop together.
Right. Yeah, Andrew loves to swing for the fences, so
yeah, I mean, if it
it's
all
got
works
some
out,
upside. I'll give it a C plus because if it all works out, it could be a playoff team. It's just the problem is if you're after the draft, if you walk away saying, "Well, if it all works out," a lot of times it probably won't.
yeah.
Let's see. John said I tried the bully tight end start. I'm definitely not doing it again. Well, let's see. Let's see how your team ended up. It's got Lamar, Saquon, Amon-Ra, Devontae, Hawkinson, Kittle, Madison, Ayuk, Pickett, Purdy, Brian Robinson, Elijah Moore, Deonta Foreman, Jerome Ford. Let's see. Madison is a 2. He's kind of shaky for running backs. Receiver room. Pretty good, but yeah, probably could have taken another one instead of Hawkinson and Kittle.
And he got Ayuk as his 3, though.
Yeah, it's not bad. You know, this came out.
Ayuk it as a value. Look what
this came out. This came out pretty good. I almost give I give it a B minus because I probably wouldn't done the tight end sack. But if it wasn't for that, this would be a B plus. This team's very solid.
Barkley, Madison, that's solid.
I love the start, man. Lamar. Barkley, Amon-Ra, and Devontae. Damn.
Yeah, and
killed it.
Those tight ends are dogs, man. Those tight ends are both good.
Yeah, if you can get some trade value for him, then you'll be set.
If Purdy plays, I mean, that team.
Yeah, he went all in with the Niners, but I mean, I'm expecting the Niners to still be good on offense. So yeah, I like that he loaded up with them.
What'd you give him?
B minus.
Boy, that could
might be a little harsh.
That could be a B. He's got a lot of talent there.
Yeah, if he could flip one of those tight ends. Yeah, and it's just Madison as a 2 scares me at running back. But again, RB2 isn't solid though. Important. But not bad. Good shit. Yeah, it's the bully tight end sucks. Just gotta hope people are willing to trade.
Yeah, I mean, you could flex one of them too.
Yeah, you could do it. Yeah, I don't know. It's normally not. I know people like to try those kind of strategies, but yeah, I normally don't tend to go. We talk about that, Justin, try to avoid those what we call the gimmick strategies.
just draft the best player available and build your team the right way.
Yeah. So let's see how mine turned out. I went the opposite. I went 0 tight end. We got Jefferson, Dak, Jacobs, Goff, Debo, Miles Sanders, DJ Moore, Mike Williams, Jahan Dotson, Mac Jones, Samaje Perine, Kendre Miller, Sam Laporta, and KJ Osborne.
Well, you're loaded at receiver. We know that.
Yeah, I had to do that. You know, I feel like my QB room is solid.
Oh, Dak and Goff. I mean, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, my RB room isn't that great, but at least I got Jacobs and Miles
Sanders,
and got some potential depth. Tight end, I punted, but it's well, I mean, I'm pretty good everywhere else, so not mad at that.
I mean, it's definitely a B. You know, it could be a B plus. It's pretty solid.
Okay, I'll take that.
I mean, with Jefferson going off every week for you, that's going to help the cause. So
yeah, you got to get talent. That's what I try to do, is try to get the best talent available at each spot. So I feel like I got pretty good talent with these guys.
Yeah,
so yeah, I'm happy with it.
Debo's a 1, DJ Moore's a 1, Dotson could be,
Williams could be if Keenan Allen gets hurt again.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'll take a B. I mean, because they try to do experiments, but yeah, I still like to get pretty good grades. But let's see what Joseph did here. He's got Josh Allen, Jonathan Taylor, Tony Pollard, T. Higgins, Calvin Ridley, Cam Akers, Rashad White, Deontay Johnson, C.J. Stroud, Brandon Cooks, Chigo Conquo, Greg Dulcich, Rashad Bateman, and Rashee Rice.
Not bad.
Yeah, I mean, Higgins is a 1. Isn't that great? But he's got some decent depth. Chig and Dulcich. I mean, the only thing he messed up was Stroud is a shaky 2, and he didn't take a 3. Doesn't have a third quarterback, so because of that, I like everything else about it. I'll probably have to give it a B minus, C plus, because he didn't get that third QB. He should have taken a third QB instead of Dulcich. He was so worried about getting over on me that he kind of messed himself up. I mean, he'd have been better off taking that third QB. And yeah, if he'd had a third, bro, it wouldn't look quite as bad. But yeah, he's self-aware. That's what's up, man. Other than that, it was a good team, bro. Good shit.
Probably instead of one of those running backs, if you went quarterback there, honestly. You didn't need Akers and White. I don't feel.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd have probably taken. He could have had like a Stafford or Kyler, I'd have probably taken Kyler, because then you have Stroud to back him up. Like, Kyler ended up a value, even though he's gonna miss time.
Yeah, because he had Taylor and Pollard already, so
right.
He was set good there.
Yeah.
And then Akers or White, I'm happy with either one of those guys as a 3.
Yeah. I almost, in a way, almost like White better because of the PPR upside.
Yeah, they're comparable.
Yeah. Chad Hance here got Mahomes, CD, Kirk Cousins, DK, Ken Walker, James Conner, Matt Stafford, Trey Burks, Antonio Gibson, Jamal Williams, Juju, Tyler Higbee, Darnell Mooney, and Jalen Warren. Okay, so Ken Walker is a 1. I like Ken Walker, but as your 1, it's a little shaky. Got him in the 5th, though. He got Mahomes, Cousins, Stafford. Great quarterback trio. Receiver room, pretty good. CD, DK, solid 2, and then Burks, a good 3. Decent depth. Tight end Higbee, that's just kind of blah. Running backs, though, kind of weak at the top. Walker and Connor. Like, not very inspiring. But considering he's strong at the position that I value the most in this quarterback and tight end, I'll give it.
He's good at quarterback, but not tight end.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to decide what I want to give it here. I guess I'll go B minus, because it's like, I know he's not give B. Give Gibby. Gibby saved it for me, because it's like, well, Kenwa, but he's got Gibby as a 3. So his RB room isn't total trash. And he's got Jamal Williams, who's a really good 4, I feel like.
Yeah, the Gibby pick saved the
oh, yeah. Here. That was a nice pick. The Burks pick late was kind of good. So
he's got good quarterbacks.
Yeah, for sure. And let's see, Santana. To cap it off, he's got Hurts, Tua, Nick Chubb, Travis Etienne, Keenan Allen, Christian Watson, Monty Addison, J Love, who Joseph said got sniped with J Love. Because that's his 3rd QB, a really good 3rd. And Mike Thomas, Dalton Schultz, Rondale Moore, Tyler Algier, Adam Thielen there, to Mr. Irrelevant, as we pointed out. Let's see. Yeah, Keenan is the 1 kind of shaky, but Watson, Addison, Thomas, pretty good depth at least to that receiving core. Schultz is a tight end. I'm not sure what to think of him with the Houston. We're going to have to see how training camp plays out, but I feel like Schultz is okay. Running backs, Chubb, Etienne, very solid. Monty, a good 3. Algier, decent depth, I guess. And QB room, obviously really nice with Hurts, Tua, and J Love. So, oh man, what to grade this? It's tough. I guess this one I'll go B minus, because I like, he went more running back instead of receiver, and I tend to prefer to go receiver. I'd have probably gone with, well, he couldn't have gotten T Higgins. Maybe, it's not like he did that bad there. I was like, I could have gone with T Higgins instead, but Higgins went. Maybe he could have gone, well, he went Keenan Allen. Like, I can't argue with this too much. You got Watson at a value. Like, what are your thoughts, Justin? I mean, this one's pretty.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay, but it doesn't, like, quite move the needle for me. B minus, C plus range.
Yeah, just the wide receivers. He doesn't have, a true wide receiver one. So, I mean, the quarterbacks are good. The running backs are good. Who's his tight end? Is it someone further down? His tight end?
Yeah, Schultz.
Schultz,
Dalton
yeah.
Schultz.
So, yeah, kind of like B minus.
Yeah, I'll go with that. I'll go with that. Yeah, for sure. Well, shit, yeah, good drafts. I feel like pretty much everyone did well. Even the GOAT, even though we were hard on the GOAT, it's like, I just got to we're just trying to make each other better. Iron sharpens iron. So, yeah. Hell yeah. So, Guru Nation, appreciate y'all once again. Thank you, Justin, for tuning in. And we've got rankings coming up this week.
Yes, we do. We got to get those out, and be interesting to see those side by sides of how we value guys. And it's good when you see that, when you get to see different opinions, and when you look at them that way, it really shows you kind of like where you value guys and stuff like that. So yeah, so we'll get that out and keep pressing on.
Yes. All true statements. So, with that being said, we're going to end it on that note. And, yeah, we'll be back next Monday, y'all. So, until then, this has been Spencer the Guru and Justin from Fantasy Follow. See y'all later. Peace.
Hello, what's up, Guru Nation?